theatricality and deception. Powerful agents to the uninitiated, but we are initiated.
I'm super excited!
Hello, and welcome to Debunking History's Mysteries, one of the only series that debunks theories. Today's topic, 2020, and was it the worst year ever? This one didn't take a lot of digging at all, and all the information I am about to share with you is backed up by written history. All it took was the bare minimum of research. Let's get started. 2020 was a bad year. I'll give you that. Let's recap for a second. It felt like every time you turned around, there was something bad just waiting around the corner. And it just kept coming. If you ask people, what good came of 2020? It may take them a minute. Not much good happened in 2020. In fact, compared to some people, the only good thing that came out of 2020 was a documentary about a gay, mullet-wearing, meth-out, gunslinging man of many talents. And oh yeah, he raced tigers. Even I got swept up with this trend. Free Joe Exotic. Tiger King for life, yo. Anyways, back to the story. Was 2020 the worst year to be alive? It was a whole mental draining experience. But no, it was not the worst year ever. Not even close. Boy, do I have a story for you. So please, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Oh, you think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it.
2020 versus history. 2020 was full of stress, depression, flying death traps, also known as the killer hornets, corruption, riots, hate, racism, political war, division of a nation, and to finish it off, the world was hit with a deadly virus that could wipe out mankind. Most of this information came from the media. And well, you know how trustworthy they are. What was the worst year ever? Was it the rise of Hitler? The Great Depression? Maybe even an era where there was fear of worldly domination. Although those are great examples of our historic turning points in our modern history. Just to let you know how bad 536 was, in 2018 they did a study. A historian and archaeologist who chairs the Harvard University for Science of Human Host States quoted, and I quote, "It was the beginning of one of the worst periods to be alive, if not worst year." End quote. 536 AD started off with a massive, catastrophic volcanic eruption. It erupted near Ireland and spewed ashes across the northern hemisphere. And that was just the start. It was followed by two more volcanic eruptions. Two separate volcanic eruptions on the other side of the world. All spewed ashes of sulfur in the air. Definitely not good to breathe in. There was so much smoke and ashes that it blocked out the sun for 18 months. Records state that the summer dropped from 2.5 Celsius down to 1.5 Celsius. So if you didn't die of whatever it was they, died from back then you had your choice of either freezing to death or suffocating. Oh, just wait, it gets worse. It was recorded as the coldest decade of 2,000 years. It got so cold that it caused crop failure. The major areas affected by this was Ireland, Scandinavia, and China. But the poison in the air and the new climate change didn't just affect the weather and food. It caused a huge physical effect on humanity as well. The Irish Chronicles records state that there was a failure to breathe from 536 to 539. No sunlight, sulfate in the air, freezing temperatures, and a shortage of food can all cause a huge economical disaster. Impacts of this caused the fall of the Roman Empire. It snowed in China in the summertime for the first time. Okay, quick recap. The first volcano caused a huge ripple effect for a damning future. Woo, that's a lot. Thank God it's over, right? No. It's only halftime. In the year 640, things were starting to look like mankind was gonna make it through this. The light was right there at the end of the tunnel. All we had to do was make it a couple more feet. Mother Nature wasn't done. Mother Nature is we know she's a woman, because just when you thought the fight was over, here she comes with your phone. So in 541 AD, man was hit with the bubonic plague. It started in Egypt and then quickly spread rapidly. It wiped out a third to a half of the Eastern Roman Empire, which helped finish the collapse of the Roman Empire. Then it proceeded to the rest of the world. Okay, so I wasn't for sure what this plague was. I've heard of it 100 times. But the bubonic plague was carried by fleas. So this is how it starts. Ugh. And of course it gets worse and worse. This was another example. Oh my god. Can you imagine the pain? When it gets to this point, I'm pretty sure you're about done. It literally eats the flesh off your body. Oh, that's so nasty. But it's over, right? There are cases, rare, but people do still get this plague every day. It has mutated from fleas and rats, and now can be found in ticks, mites, and horseflies. After it was all over, the plague claimed over 25 million lives. Rome was affected the most because it took out half of their population. Now, this all seems a little worse than a glorified flu, don't you think? COVID. So 2020 could have been a lot worse. Now when you look back, maybe we should start counting our blessings. Well, there you have it, folks. 2020 being the worst year ever has been debunked. Right here on Conspired Deception. I hope you join me again next time on Debunking History's Mysteries, one of the only series that debunks theories.